Lisa Hoffman, the Homebody Realtor, and today I want to talk about OPRAs. OPRA stands for Open Public Records Act, and essentially this lets anybody request information that is considered to be public documents. So you fill out a form, you bring it to the borough clerks, and then they pull the information, they give it to you. I used to do this all the time for my clients when I was a new agent. Fortunately, since then, the National Association of Realtors says that we can't do it in case information from the town is wrong. However, I still think this is great due diligence. It's something that everybody should probably do and have records for themselves, especially if it is wrong. That way you have proof to back yourself up. So what do you look for when you pull an OPRA? You want to look and see all the open and closed permits. So the work that was done, was it permitted? If there are open permits, you definitely want those closed out prior to you taking possession of a house. If you are a buyer, because there are cases where, while they're not supposed to get a CCO, if they're still open permits, people have, and now all of a sudden they go to sell and they have to pay for that permit to be closed out, and you don't want to be in that situation. Other things you want to look at, are there any easements? Are there any deed restrictions? Are there any assessments? These are things that are important to know. And yes, you can find them out later, when you get into title, but at that point, you've already invested money into this property. So as a buyer, you want to know as much about the house as you can. And for sellers, as you're filling out that seller's disclosure, especially if you lived in a house for a really long time, you redid the roof, 15 or 20 years ago, but you can't remember when it was. You can look at your permits and you can get into, oh no, it was only 10 years ago, and you can write down the date and let you be just a little bit more accurate.